Hello everyone, I'm Emmanuel. Went on a short pause and a lot of people were asking, when is TLF coming back? Well, we're back. We had to do a bit of restructuring to ensure that we can post content here every week without interruption. That's done. Here we are. Today, we're delving into a topic that has sparkled numerous debates and concerns: social media surveillance. Have you ever felt like your phone is eavesdropping on your conversations? Like you literally think about something or have a conversation with someone, and then the next minute, the subject of that conversation is the content displayed to you on Facebook or on Instagram.
I could use a new watch.
Go ahead, send in the watch.
Well, you're not alone. Today, we will explore the question on everyone's mind. Are they really listening to our conversations? A while back, I had a conversation with a friend about my goal of getting more exercise. We talked about different ways to get active, and I decided that cycling would be a great way to fit exercising into my busy schedules. Besides, it's fun. I picked up my phone the second day, I went on Instagram, and it was literally all bicycles. The reels were filled with people riding bicycles, and on my feed I could see ads of people selling bicycles. And I'm sure you've had a similar experience as me. Share with me in the comment section. Now, the question is, are these tech giants like Facebook, Google, Amazon, TikTok, are they listening to our every conversation? And if so, what are they doing with that information? There is such a thing as social media surveillance, and it is a practice of monitoring and analyzing online conversations to gather data about individuals and their behaviors. This data can be used for a variety of purposes, including targeted advertising, personalized product recommendations, and even law enforcement investigations. The perception of devices listening in on your conversations is mostly a result of algorithms analyzing your online behavior, not necessarily eavesdropping, as you may call it. Even though there is a part of it that may seem so, but it is mostly about understanding your preferences based on your online activity. Let's talk about how it happens. Basically, these platforms use complex algorithms that analyzes your likes. What's an algorithm? Think of an algorithm as a set of instructions that tells the computer what to do. So you have a box of crayons and you want to paint a rainbow, but you have no idea where to start. Someone then hands you a list of instructions on how to use the crayons at your disposal to create a rainbow or to draw a rainbow. That's how an algorithm works. So a lot of people are posting videos on Instagram. How does Instagram decide what videos to show a larger percentage of people? Algorithms. In other words, there is a set of instructions that the developers give the application. So if someone makes a video, they tell the application, look at how many people interact with that video. Do people like that video? Are they commenting on that video? Are they sharing that video? That means if we show that video to more people, they will like it. Do you get the idea? So back to what I was saying. These platforms use complex algorithms that analyzes your likes, your searches, and even the content of your post. The data is then used to create a detailed profile of you, your interests, and your preferences. These platforms use this information to curate your feed and target ads that are most likely to resonate with you. It might seem like they are listening, but it's really just data analysis at work. Another way this might happen is through the permission you give to the applications you download. Many of these applications, even the ones that do not need to, often request permission to use your microphones. When you grant that permission, the application can use your microphones to pick keywords from your conversations, analyze them, and feed them back to you on social media. There are actually a few benefits to social media surveillance. If you've ever used social media to market your business, or if you're going to use it in the future, then you can't really complain. Monitoring people's internet usage helps businesses to better understand their customers and target their advertising more effectively. Think of a platform like Facebook. You pay Facebook $10 a day to market your products, and you run the ads for 3 days. You spend $30 cumulatively. If at the end of 3 days, you don't make sales, or your product doesn't go to the right people, or doesn't reach the right audience, then you wasted money. And if that's the case, it means you will not use Facebook to advertise your product again.
Okay, never doing that again.
Bringing loss to Facebook. So Facebook also doesn't want that. So the more Facebook is able to understand its users, to know what exactly the users are more likely to click on, the more they are able to target the right audience to every business and individual that advertises with them. You also need to understand that 60% of how most social media platforms make money is through ads. data collection is actually the bulk of the business. Another benefit is that it enhances personalized recommendations and user experience. Most of us don't want to go on social media and see things we have no interest in. You most probably want to see things that interest you when you go to your favorite platforms. If you're interested in sports, that's what you want to see. If you're interested in educational podcasts, dance videos, content on cooking, then that's what you want to see. Social media platforms can use surveillance data to provide more personalized recommendations and tailored content. There are several other benefits. It can be used to prevent detect criminal activity. It can be used to identify missing persons or individuals who are at risk. It can be used to counter online extremism and hate speech. It can be used to protect intellectual property and copyrights, among several others. But there's also the ugly side. We're going to talk about the dangers of social media surveillance. For example, privacy invasion and the misuse of data, the constant erosion of freedom of expression of users. So if we say one advantage of social media surveillance is that it can help to curb hate speech, then the question is, who determines what hate speech is? That, of course, is whoever owns the platform. Your ability to express yourself on social media most likely is at the mercy of one man. During the COVID-19, Facebook was basically flagging any comment on COVID-19 that didn't agree with their rhetoric, even though it doesn't count as misinformation or hate speech. So if I just shared my idea on COVID-19 on Facebook, Facebook flagged it as misinformation. Based on what? I mean, we saw the then president of a nation banned on Facebook and on Twitter for giving his thoughts on an event. The erosion of freedom of expression is definitely something to worry about. There is also the potential for manipulation and social engineering. Data obtained from social media surveillance can be used to manipulate people and influence their behavior. Targeted advertising, personalized recommendations, and even psychological profiling can be used to steer people towards specific actions, specific choices, or agendas. There is also the lack of transparency and accountability that you find with most social media platforms about data collection. Most users don't even know how their data is collected, what data is collected, and what the data is used for. The threats are numerous. Some might even say that the threats outweigh the benefits. Numerous as they may be, I don't think that social media surveillance is going anywhere. I think it has come to stay. I think it can be regulated. I believe that nations must hold these powerful platforms accountable as to what data is collected and what it is used for. Are there more good sides or perhaps ugly sides that I did not mention? Tell me in the comment section. Let's talk about it. I'll be there interacting with you. If you found this informative, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's it for today. See you in the next one.